Welcome to Fundamental Works, conversations that we just take to the next level. And today is a very, very special interview. Today is a one of a kind interview. Today, I am the student. And I got my former student, Kev Too Crazy, as the teacher right here today, man. How you feeling, Kev?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. We in Dominican Republic right now. As y'all can see by the trees, the pool, estamos activo, estamos activo. You feel me?
Listen, I'm somebody who I've been fortunate enough for God to put a lot of people around my surroundings and a lot of geniuses. And I had quit the Department of Education, and then a couple of years ago, I came back for a year. I was hired to be the financial literacy teacher at a high school in New York City. And what happened was this kid, he remembered that I went to the career day and he came up to me and he always remembered me. He would, yo, follow you on Instagram. And he enrolled in my financial literacy class, taught the class about credit, real estate, business, stocks, everything. And one of the most important things that we learned was just one of the projects that we had was make your own business. And Kev was talking about his content creation and his story and everything like that, and how he started streaming on YouTube and all these other platforms since fifth grade. Kev, tell a little bit of people about yourself, tell a little bit about where you're from, how long you've been streaming, and the work that you're doing today.
So my name is Kelvin. Most of y'all know me by Kev Too Crazy, and I actually been doing content for a while now. Ever since fifth grade, I've been uploading content, GTA clips, GTA videos with the bros, Call of Duty. Then we switched over to Roblox, and then we even switched to Fortnite. Y'all know the 2017 era with Fortnite. And I knew I wanted to do content, but the gaming videos they weren't like specifically what I wanted to do. I just wanted to do content because of something specific, and I want to get into that. During my young age, even though I'm still young, I would be home alone in my house, and the only thing that would give me company would be these YouTube videos, and I wanted to be a part of the contribute that the community has on YouTube of just uploading and sharing my life, my content, whatever it is, the desire to be in front of the camera, editing these videos, developing these skills that later on actually brought me here to where I am now. And now I'm able to do all of this videography and content stuff, and I'm actually getting paid for it. So yeah, that's exactly where this is exactly where this brought me to, Chris, and I'll let you take it back.
We had a project one time, I remember that it was like build your own business. And when we had this project, you were talking about Mr. I am my own business. And you were showing me how you started in fifth grade and you were showing me how you grew and you grew and you grew. And I remember at that time, I was sharing my social media with you and you were like, yo, like you can be so much better. You can do so much more. You need to start a podcast. You need to do this. People really want to learn about money. We have different content and everything like that. You should do X, Y, and Z. And ever since then, we've been working. Not too much, but like he'll hit me up and he'll tell me, yo, like start the podcast, start the podcast. And finally this summer, 2026, we sat down, we went to lunch, and I was able to hire him full time as AV, as marketing, and the Department of Content Creation. And so far, we have a lot of episodes in the stash. This is going to probably be one of the first 10 episodes that's going to be released. And it's been so beautiful to see his genius because I'm a student of life. I do teach people a lot about wealth, wellness. I teach people about health, fitness, working out, basketball, investing, mindset, emotions. But every single day that I wake up, I'm a student of life and I like to learn. And I've been learning a lot from Kelvin. And I'm just like so honored and humbled to be able to be around somebody who's a genius. Like even this whole entire setup, the microphones, the cameras, everything that we got is all Kelvin talking about like what we need and all the things that we need. And now we're partnering up on a lot of things. Today we're here in the Dominican Republic because one of my great friends, he's doing a basketball pro exposure camp. And I was invited by him to come and train a couple of the up and coming Olympic members. And he was telling me, who that Chris, we need to record this, we need to document this. And I said, yo, I got the perfect guy. So this is Kelvin's first all paid, all inclusive gig. And how do you feel to be here and how do you feel to be working with us?
Shout out Gene for the JRM Pro Exposure Camp. We're out here recording every day with the basketball professional players. So this is an honor to be honest with you. This started with a dream, an idea of doing the videos on GTA 5 lobbies, and now I'm here in real life in Dominican Republic with a pool, palm trees, the heat, the nice food, and yeah, we doing good. We doing good things out here. It's truly humbling to see where I'm at in this position that I've been placed in. I would have thought that I've been streaming in my room, playing still on my console, and this is something that's been turned into a reality, and I'm really blessed. I'm really blessed, and I appreciate every opportunity that's been given to me. And yeah, I'm not letting this one go by. So shout out to Gene and shout out to you, Chris.
Yeah, you're somebody who you've taken a lot of big leaps in your life. Starting college, working a 9 to 5 job, doing these things, and you were juggling a lot recently. And one thing that you did was you quit your job full time. This is about like 2 months
Fact,
ago
yep.
because you told yourself that this is exactly what you needed to be doing
That's
full
exactly
time.
what I needed.
And as we started, I was able to hire you full time. So how does it feel to finally, well, you've been monetized and you've been getting paid off of TikTok and all these other platforms, but how does it feel to get hired for something that you want to do?
So I'm glad that you asked me that question because just not that long ago I was working at Bloomingdale's, which is, if you don't know, a retail store, and I'm not gonna lie, I was not in love with the job. I actually didn't like the job. At first it felt nice because I'm getting these $500 checks. You know, it's one of my first jobs. I used to be a lifeguard. I'm thinking, okay, hold on, I'm touching money now. But I did graduate high school, so then bills came in from my mom. You know, I'm living with my mom, I'm helping out. And then you start to realize, hold on, $500 turns into $400. Then you gotta buy food. $400 turns into $300. Then you gotta go buy this and that. Da 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 da. Then you realize, yo, bro, I'm left with $30. That's why you gotta be smart. And going back to what Chris was talking about, fundamental. That with the information that he's provided me, I've learned so much just about business. So that's why I'm exaggerating the part of like it's very important to learn and always be open to learn from somebody, no matter what it is, no matter what, you're not gonna know everything, and that's just facts. So with the title being "The Student Is My Teacher," I feel like that's very ironic, especially with the information that we're speaking and giving out to you guys. And yeah, so the job that I'm doing now is videography, content. I'm editing, and it feels great. It feels great because this is things that I already do on a daily basis, and it feels good to just develop better skills that I already have so I could be able to use it for my own. Back when I was working in Bloomingdale's, bro, I was picking up hangers. Like that's not gonna really help me with anything unless I'm trying to fix up my closet. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, going back to working with you guys. I'm just shout out to you and Gene once again. I really appreciate everything, and I love what you guys got going on here.
Yeah, we're all in. We're all in with everything that we're doing. We said that, yo, it doesn't matter if it's 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months. Let's just lock in. Let's have a goal of 100 days. Let's record. Let's get as much content out there as possible. And then Crazy Studios came about. Something that's very important, that the reason that Kevin and I work together is because one, we're two men of integrity, but also there's a lot of alignment with what we do. And it's all about life lessons, right? Like he's teaching me life lessons when it comes to like, yo, you got to do the routine, you got to upload, you got to do this, you got to have a schedule. And I'm teaching him the routine about like, yo, bro, like you got to go to sleep at the same time, you got to wake up at the same time, you got to do this at the same time. And something I told him is like, yo, preparation. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail.
Facts.
And I feel like failure is a beautiful thing as long as you fail forward. And the reason I was able to like pick your brain and hire you is because you've been failing forward since 5th grade. They're no longer failures because you've learned from all of your mistakes.
Yeah.
So on this constant journey, what have been a lot of like mistakes or failures that you've made and you've learned from that helped you move forward with momentum?
Yeah, so the name of the studio is gonna be Crazy Studios, and it started out with an idea of just me wanting to pursue starting business. And ever since I started thinking about things in an entrepreneur way, I've seen that I got a word, it's good. That I could scale and branch off with my skills that I already have. And obviously right here I'm in the Dominican Republic doing videography for you guys. All of the information you provided me with,
Yeah, sometimes like that little voice in the back of our head, we gotta listen to it and be like, yo, just go by yourself, go by yourself, go by yourself, go by yourself. Because a lot of times when you're around people and they doubt themselves and they doubt their dreams.
yeah.
So listening to other people can sometimes be a great thing if they're pushing you and making you focus on your goals, and sometimes it can be a bad thing if like they have their own small doubts. And I admire a lot of things about you, right? You're a super intelligent kid. You're super focused, and you know what it is exactly that you want. You know. Something that I admire too, you know what I'm saying? I'm bald, but I admire your hair. How do you keep your hair so curly and so long and all that, man?
So I'm not gonna lie, like yeah. So it's funny that you asked me that. I've actually seen this ad on TikTok with a hair growth oil, and I know a lot of you about to call me on some BS. And hold on, just wait a second. I've been using the hair growth oil for 6 to 12 months when I was using it, and I'm still using it. But I also was visiting the doctor, and she was telling me that I was low on certain vitamins. So I also had a vitamin supplement, and taking those two, you know, every single, not every single day, but the vitamin supplement definitely every single day. Being consistent with that, y'all see the hair growth, y'all see where it took me, and yeah. So if you want to grow out your hair, that's all you gotta do.
Now look, listen. My social media is growing. I hope that mine grows too. You know what
How's
I'm
it
saying?
going?
Yo, listen. It's been a humbling experience, like being able to learn from you. You know, like you're somebody who every single day you're hitting me up. You're teaching me about new apps. You're teaching me about new things I should be doing on my social media. For those people that are out there and they follow you on all these platforms, what are some social media tricks, tips, or platforms that they should be downloading just to be able to monetize and grow their following?
So some tips that I would recommend is just grabbing your phone and uploading, because that was the thing that was stopping me at first, was just not having the courage to pick up the phone and record. The fear of not being good enough. There's so many good creators out there that it's of course they're gonna pop up on your feed with the highest quality because they're already embedded into your For You page. But what you didn't see was their upcoming, the struggles, everything they faced before they became the person they are now today. And that's what I'm just going back to is don't let anything stop you from wanting to become the person that you want to be. Using the quality, anything that you have could maybe have somebody scout you that thinks that you're doing good of a job and maybe supply you with better equipment, and now you're developing these skills and multiplying everything you need to be great at what you do. And here I am now, so yeah, I know it's not cap.
Yeah, and that's something that you told me. You were like, "Yo, bro, just take out your phone, record, doesn't matter, your living room, your car,
Yeah.
just record. Content is content, you know?" And Metricool, Metricool is an amazing platform because it has the majority of all the platforms there. You upload the video from your Google Drive or however Dropbox, however you want to upload it, and then you check all the boxes on, and it shoots it out to all the other platforms and it uploads at the same exact time. So that's a great tip for people out here. Listen, we're here in the Dominican Republic. It's an honor to be able to work alongside with you in these last 2 months and just see all the growth that we have. I've been able to start my podcast, which I'm thankful for. And Fundamental Works is all about working the fundamentals of investments. And the biggest investment is the investment in yourself, right? You want to make sure that you invest in your mindset, that you invest in your craft, invest in your passion. And that's what Kevin's talking about right now. Like, forget about what people are telling you. Just
Facts.
do it. Like if you want to be a basketball player, if you want if you want to own your own business, if you want to do eyelashes, if you want to do nails, if you want to do whatever it is, the biggest thing is that you have to invest in yourself. And a lot of times people think that you need money. Before I got the ring lights, the tripods, the cameras, the laptops, I was using my phone because Kev told me, like, yo, you just need to create. So I invite everybody to make the biggest investment in yourself because that's what Fundamental Works is about. If you work the fundamentals will work for you. What's the biggest thing that you had to invest besides your mindset and your approach for everything to happen for you?
Yeah, Chris. So the biggest investment for me was really time, because time is one of those things you can't get back, and you only get 24 hours in the day. And when you start to look at all this time that you're using to sleep, to maybe if you're working, you start to realize, hold on, I only have 5 hours for myself in a day. Or maybe six, or maybe even 3 hours, because you got to spend time with family and all these other things that you got to really execute your time wisely. And I know a lot of y'all just stay in the shower, because I used to just stay in the shower with the hot water for hours. Yo, bro, I didn't stop that until I was like 16. 16, and I started realizing, yo, I can't be doing that no more. But yeah, time management was definitely a big thing for me, and Chris was actually helping me out and is helping me out with a routine. And I appreciate you so much, man.
Well, going back to time, time is money. Time is money. So how you manage your time is how you manage your money. A lot of time we only have 24 hours in a day. So you got to be able to know, like, okay, like I'm going to sleep every time at this time. I'm going to wake up every time at this time. I'm going to be in the gym at this time every single day. And I'm going to put this amount of time into my craft. Obviously, people will get in the way. Life things will happen, and the world will world. But if you manage your time and you build a routine and you have that's called time management, right? You're gonna be very successful. I teach that in my course, where it's like, okay, you want to make money. Before you make money, you have to understand how many hours are in a week.
It's true.
How many hours do you work in this week? How many hours do you go to the gym in this week? How many hours do you hang out with your family in this week? How much time does it take for you to get on the train or in the Uber to travel to work? How much time do you shower every single day? Now multiply that by 7. Okay, how much time does it take you to eat? And then you figure out, okay, like I have this amount of time left in the week. 30 hours, 40 hours, 50 hours. Then you find out how much time you got left, and that's how you can start attacking. Because a man with a plan is a dangerous man. If you do not have a plan of attack, the world is gonna attack you. Kev, any advice you want to give to your followers and anything like that?
One of the platforms that I actually use, Chris, is Metricool, the app that you told me about that uploads all of these videos at a rate that you couldn't even imagine, because you don't have to waste your time by going into these apps and clicking out the videos that you want to upload. Instead, on the app Metricool, you could go list all of your videos at once, upload the title you want, put the date and time, and that's it. It's gonna upload without you doing anything, so you can use all of this other extra time to do your content, edit, and yeah, this is a way to execute time better. So Metricool is also an app where you could just set your content for a whole year, and you could set it and forget it. Set it and forget it. And you could set it and forget it, because you'll be uploading, and the whole time you could be Dominican Republic chilling on a chair right here, and you just uploaded a video and it's getting a million views, and you wouldn't even know until you check your phone.
I know that right now it's mid-July. August is coming. There's a lot of events that you got for your followers and link ups and meetups. Always keep it safe. Always keep it fun. That's something that I respect about you. You know, you don't have any addictions. You don't have any vices. You're a good kid, a great young man that's learning a lot of things in life and implementing them into everyday life. Something else that the chat and everybody should be looking for. Listen, Kev, it's been a pleasure being able to interview you here. It's dope, man. We've got this partnership going on right now. We got this great collaboration. Crazy Studios is about to open up. We're here. Shout out to my man Gene, JRM Athletics,
Shout out to Gene.
doing a lot of amazing things in Dominican Republic and worldwide with basketball. He paid for me to get on a plane. He paid for me to have my own room. He paid for me to have food out here and do the things that I love. And I was able to bring Kev, and this is just one of the beautiful things that we're able to do. Like, you got an all-inclusive flight. You got everything paid for you. We've been here 6 days, getting ready to go back to New York and go back to our loved ones. But this is only 2 months in of working. We're going global. We're international, and we really just want to empower and educate people of all ages. Like, whether you're unc, whether you're the YN, whether you're the student, whether you're the teacher, whether you're
I'm
the
too crazy. I'm
parent.
too crazy.
Yeah, I'm too crazy here. Whether you're the parent, whether you're the child, whether whatever it is that you're doing, like, there's a big age gap between Kevin and I, huge. But the thing is that we're in alignment, and we want to make sure that everything that and we do it to empower you guys and educate you guys so that you guys can understand what you're doing. Yo, I'm Chris Works. Remember, the fundamentals work if you work the fundamentals.